to talk about this morning's adventure. So today we're going on a little day trip from Pogradec. What are we doing?
We're going to Korçë.
Korçë? Depends
Korçë.
who's saying it. So we're walking up to the bus station right now. This is Bulevardi Europa that we're on, which is lined with coffee shops and cafes and things like that. The bus station is a little less than a mile from our apartment, and everything that we've read indicates that buses run between here and Korçë about every half hour all day long. So we'll see once we get up there. So then once you get to the bus station, you look at the signs on the front of the bus, find the one you're looking for. Okay, so that bus goes to Korçë, and then later it'll turn around and come back. So apparently this is the 10 o'clock bus. Dude got on at 9:55, started up the engine, got his music all sorted out in his little multi-function display up there. The bus trip between Korçë and Pogradec takes around 45 minutes. Just like the trip from Durrës to Pogradec, this bus made several stops along the way, mostly to drop people off in seemingly random locations. The first half of the trip by mileage took 2/3 of the time. Payment on the intercity buses is made at your destination rather than in advance. You don't buy a ticket, you just get on the bus you need to be on. There are several small villages along the way, but it's mostly open country with a lot of small farms. The transition into the outskirts of Korçë is not very subtle at all. The bus terminal in Korçë is at the north end of town on Rruga Mithi Kostani.
Hi, we're Jeff and Sandra, American expats and nomads, living abroad, on a budget, one country at a time.
From the bus terminal, we headed first to the Old Bazaar, partly to see it, partly because we really wanted a coffee. Old Bazaar, huh? Well, this doesn't look half touristy, does it? So in the bazaar, there's a shopping center. Oh my. So we got secret pizza there. Quite a number of little alleyways through here. This is quite the little shopping complex. It's a very cool area to wander around. Since we're here after tourist season has ended, it's a bit quieter than we'd expect if you showed up during the summer months. There is plenty of public art scattered around Korçë. Between the Old Bazaar and the Cathedral is a pleasant pedestrian mall lined with a variety of shops and a couple of official-looking buildings.
The first thing you see inside the cathedral is a no photos sign, so we didn't take any photos inside. It is beautiful though. Our next destination was the Museum of Medieval Art, and we decided to take some side streets to see a bit of the non-touristy Korçë. Going from the bus terminal to the Museum of Medieval Art by the most direct route is 1.75 kilometers, about 1.1 miles. The route we took ended up being more like 2.9 kilometers, about 1.75 miles.
Definitely want to wear your good walking shoes for these cobbles though, huh?
I was just thinking that. We get with Cobblestones.
Yeah.
Eventually, we found ourselves back out on Bulevardi Noli.
So there's the Oriental Museum, which is not on our list today, and kind of looks to not be open.
The Museum of Medieval Art is an almost overwhelming experience. It helps to understand the history of religious persecution in post-World War II communist Albania to truly appreciate that this many of these icons even still exist. We've given this museum its own video.
Okay, so we're just coming around the back side of the medieval museum. Oh, Japanese park. I'll be dipped.
Yeah, I don't have dinner.
Yeah, I'm not walking that today. We'll come back. Okay, so we go down here, we go through.
This part of Bulevardi Noli is a one-way in each direction, with a pedestrian parkway between the two sides. Sadly, there are several traffic circles that require you to cross over Noli twice to get back on the path. Seeing a city on foot is still always our first preference, though.
Only because it looked like there was some more public art things going on here. And the flower bed. Candle shop just seems out of place, honestly.
We came back down through the Old Bazaar for a coffee and a little sweet treat. Arriving back to the terminal, we discovered we'd been misled by the bus schedules available online. Those consistently showed departures every half hour from 0600 to 1730.
So we're having super fun now. We got back to the bus station about 4:15, and there are no more buses to Pogradec tonight. And looking at the schedule, it shows the 4:30, 5 o'clock, and 5:30 as having departed, even though it's currently 4:29. So unless there's some sort of magical time zone change that we missed, the schedules aren't very reliable.
After a couple of false starts trying to hire a taxi to get back to Pogradec, we decided to just stay the night. Sandra found us a $48 a night bed and breakfast just a few minutes walk from the bus terminal. We walked back up to the Old Bazaar again for dinner, since one of the reviews for Secret Pizza said it was the best pizza they'd had in Albania.
Alright, so we got a pizza carbonara and a bruschetta fantasy. The Albanian version of strolling mariachis. Okay, you're gonna do the Rocky.
Rocky with orange juice and cinnamon and
Nice.
something else. I don't know. We'll find out. That's good stuff. That's my kind of drink.
Okay.
I like it.
The next morning we had a not amazingly early start. We headed down for breakfast at 8:30. Breakfast here is a set item. Your choices are have it or don't. They gave us just a crazy amount of food though. We finally made it outside at about 9:40 with a plan to return to the Japanese garden and then sort of see where the day took us. First, we stopped at the bus terminal and found that the last bus to leave for Pogradec is at 4 p.m., not 5:30, so we had a target.
Okay, so this morning we took a taxi from the bus terminal up to the Japanese park, 400 lek. It's right next to the Museum of Medieval Art, which we walked up to yesterday and decided this morning, after doing 15,000 steps yesterday, that walking the mile-ish up here was probably not a great idea.
Yep.
This park is not what we picture when someone says Japanese garden. There are some pretty flower beds and a pond. Not a koi pond, just a pond. It's a nice little park, but it's not a destination by itself. If you're already at the Museum of Medieval Art, go ahead and take the few minutes to walk around back and visit this park while you're there.
These lamps are kind of interesting looking though.
Mm-hmm.
The Oriental Museum was open today, so we stopped in to see what that's all about. Many of the exhibits in this National Museum come from the collection of George Boria. It offers a wide range of objects and styles, with pieces from Japan, Thailand, India, and even Africa.
Yeah, so yesterday we had coffee and did our people watching in the Old Bazaar on the Cobblestones, and now we're up on this other pedestrian thoroughfare that has a name that I can't remember. Okay, and on the bus from Pogradec to Korçë, we learned a thing. What did we learn?
To not sit in the back. The exhaust fumes come up from, the luggage storage area.
And you're also not directly over the back axle for every bump.
Yes.
Right. But we travel and we learn things, and that's part of the point of travel. So the thing about the countryside is that no matter what country we're in, it all looks like countryside. You see a lot of small holdings like this, little olive groves and grapevines, little cornfields here. Okay, and now we're back to the Pogradec bus station. The end of our adventure for the day, as long as nothing interesting happens on the walk back to the apartment. But now that we're back to Pogradec, this is a good opportunity to talk about how friendly the Albanian people are. When we got off the bus here at Pogradec, both the driver and another passenger volunteered to help us figure out where we were going, which was kind of hilarious since we've been here for 3 months and we know our way around, but completely unprompted. I guess we
look American, dear.
we look American. Right?